Peace, 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 everybody, peace, everybody. Brother James coming back one more time. House of Healing Light, a higher frequency school of energy being. And tonight, I got so much on my mind right now, and I'm going to try to talk as fast as I can, as clear as I can, because we're on the subject of elevation of self. And I want to give some tips on helping us to elevate ourselves to our best version. Now, one of the major problems that we have right now is that we all have to come into the understanding that there are many different aspects to the best version of you and how to get there. Unfortunately, a lot of times we get bits and pieces and we don't see how to put everything together. Now, according to Ra'un Nefer, who wrote the book The Metu Neter, he was speaking about how when the creator started off, there were four things: energy, will, matter, and intellect. So, of course, these are four major things that we need to get it control over, to learn how to elevate, to truly get to the best version of ourselves. This is why at House of Healing Light, one of the main things we try to give is the energy part. We got to understand we need to get back to the connection, the process of attunement, being aligned and in line with the universal energies: Reiki, Mother Earth, the angels. We got to be real and understand that these are energies that the Creator has given us that will allow us to be turned into that image and likeness of God that is talked about, to turn into that Khalifa that is talked about, to be able to personify the Creator, which is a God given right for us to do. But we got to understand we need to put these things together. First, you got to get the energy and connect to it. Then understand that there's consciousness in energy. Thought is energy. This is why it's a major part that we need to have to really start being truly successful. We've got to get the energy, but of course, what the energy means nothing if you don't get the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to go along with it. You know, we've learned from manifestation techniques. You need to be able to visualize. You need to have an understanding of what you want, and especially get clear on what you want, what you're trying to achieve. If you want to lose weight, not only should you go to a doctor and allow them to show you what's supposed to be the best weight for your height, your size, your body chemistry, but then once you are armed with that information, you got to make sure that you give yourself realistic goals to go after, and you got to see yourself at this size that you're striving to get to. Oh, you got to understand what I'm saying to you. The visualization helps the energy to move and work with matter to change it into what you are striving to accomplish. That's why I said you got to put them together. But the vision is a very key component. You got to have the energy to do it, but you need the vision so the energy can form the matter into whatever it is that you're trying to bring into existence. So we got to put these keys together and learn how to use them. Being able to say affirmations is great because that's programming. That's programming. You're allowing your mind to take into consideration that I am this, that, and the other. But shout out to I don't know why I cannot remember the last name, but it's KKAY. They're on Instagram. They gave us a big key because they reminded us that to say I am affects the root chakra, but there are other codes for the other chakras. And so you have to learn those too in order to fully utilize your energy system to complete whatever it is that you're trying to complete. So you got to pull it all together. So you need the vision, you need the energy, and of course, you got to have the intellect, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to know how to use the energy or how, uh, or what methodology, what technique to do certain things. So you obviously need that, but you got to put it together. But that vision is a key component. You got to visualize, and you got to understand, what does this look like? What does this mean? Because you hear that when we talk to each other sometimes. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what the 150-pound me looks like. Okay, well, you have to work on that. And then you got to fine tune it, because that's a manifestation technique. They say to write down exactly what you want, because when you send the energy out, now it knows exactly what it needs to do, and it doesn't get dispersed, therefore losing energy, because everything has an energy level. So understand that. To do 100 push-ups, you need a certain amount of energy to do so. So when we are not pinpointed with our visualization, the energy disperses. So now if it actually does get to wherever it is that you're trying to manifest, it might not be strong enough to pull it back. It might not be strong enough to make you be able to do what you're striving to do. So get your vision straight, get your understanding straight, and you got to get the energy, because you need the energy to pull it off, or at least to put it off easier. If you're depleted of energy, just like if your body is depleted of minerals and so on and so forth, it affects how you're able to do something. So I wanted to give us these tips, and I also let you know we have classes coming up. Now, another thing you got to do is purify your body. And we have purification of self on the 15th, October 15th. Sign up for it. So you got to get the stuff. We've all seen it on different social media programs. It's time to get the stuff out your body. But we're going to do it in an energy way. So then if you do that, and you take the detox from this person, that person, the oregano and black seed and so on and so forth, yeah, put this stuff together. Get the whole system straightened out, purified. And then, as I said, you got to deal with your energy. So take our Know Thyself class. Returning to Origins, Know Thyself, on the 18th, October 18th. Take that class. And then to boost the energy up a little bit more, on the 24th, take Awakening the DNA. And for my couples out there, Intimate Energies is on the 17th. And that's where you and your partner, long-term partner, can learn to unify your energies and begin to learn how to work together with those energies. And then the second part would be on how to manifest what your family wants and needs by way of that energy. We'll show you that technique. So I just wanted to come on and give you a few of these tips. I don't want to overburden you with too many, but hit us in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel as though is necessary. All right. So www.houseofhealinglight.com. Go to energy classes and sign up. Peace. Now, for my people here on YouTube, please take into consideration what I've said to you. Take some time, think about it. And again, really start mapping out what you are striving to do. Get the energy that you need, get the intellect, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that you need. Understand that your energy changes matter, but you got to have a strong will in order for that to happen. So put all these things together and begin to manifest the best version of you. But again, you have to start asking yourself, what does the best version of me look like? Start defining it aesthetically, inwardly. What do you truly want to manifest? I'm talking about out of your own energy, out of yourself. My best suggestion, go to the creator by whatever name that you know him by and ask him, what did he bring you on the planet for? What is your life's journey? All right, people. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you with that. Like I said, hit us up in the comments. Go to www.houseofhealinglight.com. Click on energy classes. Sign up. Get yourself ready. Take yourself to elevated places and begin to find out the best version of yourself. All right? Peace.